This found partitions that I have deleted with disk part. It found some files that I thought were gone. It even found some partitions that I thought were completely forgotten about. So here's the Recovery Fox AI software. This is the registered version of this software. This is a trial key that I was given by the company to test the software out. When I first started up, it shows up some things. Lost partition for a Samsung SSD. Start the scan here. AI scan to the quick scan, recover image. So there's two tabs here, a file path and a file type. So the CPU, it's not really hitting it that much. The SATA drive, okay, so it's actually looking at this drive, which is a SATA SSD, and it's been fully formatted. It's finding all these files, but these look like metadata. It did have a partition on it that had a recovery partition. I had since formatted it a long time ago. I repartitioned it and reformatted it to take the entire 2 terabytes of space. And that was in a different computer, and I put it in this one. And I'm just running the Recovery Fox AI tool on it. It wasn't using high CPU usage doing this. The scan's done. Can I open these up? I can. Well, it won't let me preview it, but I could recover it. Let's see what happens if I recover that. And so when I click recover, thankfully it's not just going to overwrite or undelete it per se. It's going to prompt me to put it somewhere. So I'm just going to put it in a temp folder that I have. Recovering selected folders. Recover 1 files. View the recovered files. Sure. And it opens up into a tree, a folder tree of how it found things. Oh well. There's an awful lot that you could recover, and this was a partition that I didn't even know was there. Actually kind of impressed with this. Software is actually pretty easy to use. And I'm not just saying this. I mean, like I said, they gave me the software to review, but I'm not getting I'm not getting paid for this opinion. I'm not even allowed to keep this software. This is not a paid review. Let's see what it finds on my NVMe that was in another computer. Yep, these are things that I absolutely did delete, and I did empty the recycle bin on them. And they're gone from the recycle bin. So I'll show you right now. I've hidden my recycle bin, and I showed you that in a previous video. So if you go to recycle bin, there's absolutely nothing there. So it says there's something in the recycle bin that it can recover. I found the boot information that I did have when I installed Windows on this before, and I'd used disk part to low level get rid of these partitions and overwrite. So it's interesting that it was able to find these. So that's actually kind of interesting. This software is actually pretty simple to use. I was actually surprised because I've used a lot of recovery software before, and some of them are easier to use than others. Usually if they're easy to use, they're not very robust. This found partitions that I have deleted with disk part. It found some files that I thought were gone. It even found some partitions that I thought were completely forgotten about. Some of the files were borked. It did find a lot of files. They were numbered. I didn't have access to the original file name, so you have to recover them to find them. The preview was limited. Basically, you had to recover everything in order to view it, which didn't take long. But once I did recover it, then you could see what files were borked or whatever. This software says it supports corrupted file recovery, but I wasn't able to confirm that because I didn't see an option for that. And some of the files I did recover were corrupted. They had been so far gone that they're unusable. But overall, interesting little tool. How much is the Recovery Fox software? Pricing. Oh, so it's a timed thing. 1 week is $50, 1 month is $60, 1 year. $70 for a year of software, recovery software. That's the thing is if you need it, you need it, and you'll pay any price when you are in panic mode. There are some utilities that you can do some stuff for free, but they're not going to be as easy to use, and there's dozens of them. So you could try this and just try the 1 week, but $50. But if you're a recovery specialist and you do this for a living, there's probably other software and methods and stuff that you probably use. This is aimed for the user who just deleted their files and they need something quick, and they did a quick search on the internet and they needed to do something. So $70 for the software, it's not horrible. It'll let you do the free software trial, but of course it's going to scan and say, just like all the other recovery suites that I've tried, it'll tell you that it found stuff. It'll prompt you to buy it before you can actually see if that's useful or not. The stuff that it did find some stuff that I didn't know was there, but this stuff that it found was long gone. If you have just deleted stuff, try this out. It's simple to use and it should be able to recover stuff, but your mileage may vary. You'll have much better success if you recover as soon as you notice something's gone. This looks like that it only works on local drives for Windows. Of course, if you plug up a Linux drive, if the operating system can't see it, it's not going to be able to do anything low level. It looks like that that the operating system has to be aware of what the drive is in order to do something. So this is for Windows only. It's not for Linux. If you have a Linux drive, this probably isn't going to work. But if you only need a quick recovery, $50, I would say that if someone just deleted something, they would pay $50 to recover it.